Hello and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports with some breaking news as the Springboks have announced an epic blockbuster end of year tour which will take place in November. We heard rumors and we spoke about the channel of potential South Africa A games. Well, they have officially announced that there will be midweek games where a sort of a Springbok select side will be taking on a couple of domestic sides on the end of year tour. They've also confirmed a fourth test rather, against Italy, which will take place between the France and England tests. And I think that we're now looking at a tour which is set to have a total of 7 matches across the month of November. How epic is that? 4 test matches, 3 SA Select 15 matches, the perfect sort of end of year tour, an opportunity to build the depth that we've been wanting to try and build for the last sort of 18 months. And before we look at the sort of exactly what the schedule is and where sort of these games could fit in, please do smash like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. So in terms of the fixture, so up until today, we had confirmation that South Africa were going to be starting their tour with a tough game against Ireland in Dublin, where they'll then go across to Marseille to take on France, and their last final test will be on Saturday, the 26th of November, against England in Twickenham. We have now, however, had confirmation that the Boks will be taking on Italy on the 19th of November, so there will be a test match every single Saturday. However, there has also been confirmation that on Thursday, the 17th of November, an SA Select 15 will be taking on Bristol Bears at Ashton Gate. And they are confirmed that they are currently in negotiations to have a further 2 midweek games. So we are going to be looking at a completely stacked blockbuster tour where we're going to be playing games basically every sort of 5 or 6 days throughout the month of November, which is going to be pretty epic. We think about, we sort of grew up hearing about the old tours where, sides would go across with an extended squad and they play against local sides. They play, a number of games. They'd be there for quite a long time. And in many ways, it's like a mini British and Irish Lions series in terms of playing midweek games against local opposition before having sort of test matches on the weekend. And I think that, given the fact that we lost out that entire year of 2020 and even last year, we didn't really have that much room to sort of experiment. This is the perfect opportunity to give all these players within a 42-man box squad an opportunity to play a number of games because, as I said, we have 7 matches played across the month. So I think it's going to be fantastic. I think it's exactly what the Springboks need. It's exactly what, the fans would want to see because, we were robbed of certain games in the past couple of years. So it gives us a lot more opportunity to see what these players can do in the green and gold. And I think that, by the end of the series, and I think that's probably the most important thing, we will have a very clear idea about who should be in that sort of World Cup contention, or even not even just the final squad, but who should be in contention to be in that final World Cup squad. I think the hope is by the final test in November that they've got pretty much a pretty settled idea of who the final sort of my 35 could be or 32 could be. And then next year, when it comes to, because obviously it will be a shortened rugby championship, so we'll only have the 3 incoming tests, and then probably 3 rugby championship matches. We'll only have 6 tests, and that'll all just be fine tuning and getting the final sort of squad into the top form as before we head out into France and play in the 2020 World Cup, where we will attempt to defend our world title. Now, in terms of opposition, I mean, Ireland, France, England, I mean, you don't get much better in terms of, world rankings wise. You literally don't get any better than those 3. So adding Italy will be quite nice as well because it does give an opportunity to rotate a bit, but also it's an Italian side which is improving a lot. And I think, it's nice, it's a very big test for Italy, for example, to be able to play against the current world champions. So I really like that. To play against the Bristol Bears is a very cool fixture. I'm very interested to see what the other midweek games will be. I'd really like to see us play against a URC side, a Leinster, a Munster, an Edinburgh, or something on the likes. Or I'd really enjoy us to play against a top 14 side. I think that would be an ideal situation. Could you imagine playing against a URC side, a Premiership side, and a top 14 side during this? And you can have that midweek game, before the France test. So on like the 9th of November, in France against top 14 side, you could start the tour with a game against an Irish URC side ahead of the Irish game. So it should be really, really cool in terms of the type of opposition that we might play. And I really hope that we do manage to get some really good opposition in terms of those midweek games. Because we do want to try and sort of replicate as close to a test match as possible, which unfortunately will be a bit difficult given the fact that even the midweek sides we do play will not have their internationals players because they'll obviously be away with the international squads. But let me know what you think of the tour down in the comments below. So please do smash a like on the video and subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steven, and I'll chat to you soon.